I did promise I'd get these videos out today, so yeah, this is just going to be a short recording, kind of going over what we did in class and looking at the slideshow that I showed you again, just to make sure that you've got a resource where you can take notes. So let's go to the slideshow. So, as you know, we're looking at single entry accounting systems, and they're known as such because in both our cash receipts and cash payments journal, there's only one line of entry that's in each. Okay. So, obviously, as I said, they're made up of two main journals, which you've seen really good examples of in your textbook. We've got the cash receipts journal, which shows every inflow of cash, and the cash payments journal, which shows every outflow of cash. And we know that receipts are often generated from capital injections, from cash received from goods and services that we provide. It might be cash that we've received from accounts payable, so people that we've given goods or services to, and we're just waiting on the cash to come in. Or it could be from borrowed funds, or cash received as interest. Cash payments we receive could be withdrawals that are made by the owner. It could be cash that we've paid for goods and services, payments that we make to accounts payable, repayments of loans, purchase of assets, and expenses that we pay in cash. Now, what's really important is that you understand the source documents that we have to look at. This is step one of our accounting process or our accounting system, and it shows every transaction that we do on a day-to-day basis. Now, there's quite a range, and I'm just going to go through some of them. So we've got in our cash receipts journal, we'll often have the source document of a receipt or an EFT or an EFT transfer. And you will have seen these EFT receipts quite often. There's a copy that's printed for both the customer and for the business. Now, when it comes to cash payments, traditionally we use checks, but this is becoming more and more a case where we use EFT. And as a result, the documents that we use will be EFT statements as well. Now, we don't always use cash, we sometimes use credit, and these credit facilities provide us with invoices. We've got a purchase invoice where we have made a purchase, and a sales invoice where someone else has made a credit sale from us. And we'll be looking at how we enter these into different journals later. But because they're not cash, we technically don't enter them until the cash component happens. Okay? Now, obviously, there are some businesses that are more complex than others, and the accounting system needs to meet the needs of the particular business. It could be quite small or it could be quite large. Now, the documents that are within each system, will reflect the structure of the business. So you may need to have purchase orders, delivery dockets, and shipping confirmation. But if you're a small business, you may not need these. Okay. You may also have credit notes, your bank statements, and statement of accounts. Now, it's important that you understand each of these documents in terms of the information that they can provide, because sometimes when we're answering questions to do with our journals and stuff like that, you'll need to pay attention to these extra documents because they might provide extra information. And particularly with things like the bank statement, this will come up when we're doing other things such as reconciliations and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. But for now, it's time to wrap up. Make sure that you've got a good set of notes. Work through the theory questions of this chapter. It is quite short, so we're doing all the theory and all of the practical questions at the end. If you have any struggles, please let me know. But otherwise, you should be really good to go. So that's all there is in Chapter 4. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, but give that a shot and I'll see you in class soon. Thanks.